Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine.
Now, our inner eyes are similar. Even though your inner eye is open, it has the same effect as the outer eyes, meaning you can only see the front or whatever direction you look at. Now, the ears are not the same. Even our physical ears have a multi-dimensional purpose. You can hear from above, you can hear from beneath, you can hear from right, from left, from behind, from the front. Is that not so? Yes. Now, our inner ears are also the same. It can hear from all directions. Therefore, we become all-knowing. Understand? Yes. If we only see but we don't hear, then we are deaf. Then one of our organs is not in order, is not in use. We are not perfect beings. Therefore, the hearing organs, be it inner or outer, are the perfect ones, more perfect than the eyes. Therefore, we have to practice the hearing method. Outside, we use the physical eyes to look. We use the physical ears to listen. Inside, we also have to use heavenly eyes to look and heavenly ears to listen, because the sounds that come from all directions. We have to use the hearing organs, whether inner or outer, in order to become a perfect being. If our ears are not in order, we are not a perfect human being. Therefore, our inner ears also have to be in perfect order. At the moment, we have our inner ears, but they are not yet opened. At the initiation, I will help you to open them, and then you will hear the different dimensions, celestial vibration. By coming in contact with this vibration, or so-called word in the Bible, we become all-knowing. We become all-powerful, all blessing, all virtues, all satisfied, all happiness, and all bliss bestowing to the people in our environment, and even our surroundings will be blessed with our presence. Everywhere we go, that being, that place will become sacred, will become blessed. They become more happy, more lifted up in human consciousness, whether they know it or not. But most of the time, they will not know. They just feel there is a change in their consciousness by being in contact with us, but they do not realize what it is. They don't know why. And that is how we distribute our God's blessing to the world. If we come in contact with this God power, then we can distribute it. That's our contribution to this world. The best, the highest contribution. More than physical help, more than financial help. It is God's blessing, the wisdom. And there is some other things. Also, to know a master, it takes time. First of all, these two primary conditions make you know a master. But then you still have to go higher in consciousness yourself in order to realize how great a master is. But the safeguard is that he will not be abused through your financial or physical contribution. And that's it, you are safe. At least that person doesn't want anything from me, so I can safely learn with him or with her, and then I see whether it's good or not. If it's not good, I can always leave. I lose nothing. Understand? That's just for your safe side. It means you don't lose anything whatsoever. No condition is imposed upon you. Therefore, at least you are safe. Whether that master is good or not, later we will discuss. At least he will not abuse your innocence and doesn't want any contribution on your part. And that's a sign of a real master. At least you are safe, that's it. And the power of the master, at the time of initiation, you might know a portion of it. And then as the days go by, as you practice, you cleanse yourself, you understand more, your wisdom opens, and you realize how great the master is. To know a master does not take one day, but you may know a little bit of it by the proof she or he gives you at the transmission time or initiation time. Yes, that's it. But at least she wants nothing from you. And that's the safe side. Yeah? And to know something else takes a little bit of time. But you may know it. Some people know the master very quickly because every day they get blessing, every day their life change, every day they get bliss and power, every day they know. But some people may take a little bit longer. That's all. But more or less at the time of transmission, you know.
Master Ching, what is your thoughts on the animal rights movement that is now beginning in this country? Do you agree with their methods?
Animal people right?
Yeah.
Animal people right movement?
Yeah.
I completely agree. We are vegan supporters. And I do not agree with violation of animal people's innocent life. Of course, I completely support.
What is the right way to study Buddhist studies and where to study?
The right way to study Buddhism is to go within yourself and see where the Buddha is, not in the doctrines, but in you. Because the Buddha said Buddha is within you. He didn't say the Buddha is in the doctrine or in any church or in any temple. We forgot this. After he died, we built many temples, make his image and bow there in front of wooden statues. And then we ask him for this and that and other. The wooden statue cannot give us anything. And then we become frustrated within the Buddha is not having any power. This is because we look in the wrong direction. To study Buddhism, go inside. And the go inside method I have. I can tell you how to find the Buddha.
How can we be always happy and immortal?
How can we be happy and immortal?
Yes, always.
Yeah. Yes, there is a way. There is a way to everything that we want. We must know where to find it. If you want to live forever and be happy, I will offer you that method. It's very easy. You should devote a little bit of time every day to acquire it. And in a very short time, you will know. Very short time. For some people, it takes just a few days. Some people, on the first day, they know that they're immortal. But this, I cannot use the language to explain to you. You must experience it yourself only. And you alone will know. And afterwards, somebody will ask you, what is it like? And then you will become dumb again, just like me. We cannot say much. We only know, realize, and experience it ourselves.
What is initiation? What kind of requirement? Initiation.
Yeah. Outside we have written some kind of requirements. Actually, I myself require nothing. It is you yourself who have to require it from yourself, some discipline. For example, if we live on animal people diets, and that is detrimental to our spiritual life. And now I tell you the secret is to cut it off. It's for your own good. For myself, I require nothing from you. You don't need to change your husband, wife. No need to change your job. You don't need to change any social contacts or any religion. If you are Christian, be so. If you are Jewish, believe that. If you are in any religion and any school, you are free to stay there. I just tell you how to acquire your own highest potential power inside. And that is what any religion names the highest. The Buddha's name is the highest, the Christ's name is the highest. And I want you to find that power, that's all. But you must be pure in speech, body, and mind. For example, in mind, we must not think of any violence. We must think of love, forgiveness, tolerance, and forbearance. In speech, we must speak of wisdom, of soothing comfort to our associates. In body, we should live a pure life, more or less a chaste life. A chaste life doesn't mean you don't have a husband or a wife, but you have only one husband or one wife. That's it. That is a chaste life. And then to be chaste means you give up all kinds of drugs, alcohol, and gambling, this kind of things. It makes people confused in their minds, makes the body weak, and causes mental diseases. That is a chaste life, a pure life. So the body, speech, and mind, you should adjust them to God's virtue. That's what I mean. Because you want to become God. You want to become, I and my Father are one. Now you may wonder if God gambles, or God drinks any liquor, or God has any terrible adulteries, or all kind of lower desires. Yeah? So if we want to become one with God, of course we have to live our own body, speech, and mind to match Him. So this is a condition. You should be vegan and be chaste in speech, words, and mind. Be loving and not violent. That's all. For example, before you used to beat people, and now if you want to practice this method, then please don't beat anymore. That's all. And before, if you loved eating animal, people, meat, and now out of compassion and love for life, you just abstain from it to show that you are one step higher in God consciousness and you have more compassion. You practice love and mercy. And that is the condition. Very easy. No? Yes, we can do that. We can.
Is our past karma affect the present life? How can we believe it? What is the proof? Thank you.
It is not easy to prove this, but I can try. We do not need to talk about the past life, which is unreachable. For our mortal understanding, we will talk about the present. It's easier to understand. For example, if every day you drink alcohol, if in the morning you drink alcohol, then in the afternoon, what do you feel? Lovely, fantastic. Or you feel drunk, terrible, headache, lousy and sluggish. You feel terrible, right? Yes. Yeah, that is the effect of what we call the past karma affecting the present. If you did not drink so much alcohol in the morning, then at noon you won't feel so terrible. Or in the afternoon you won't feel so terrible. You will feel clear-headed and very happy, yeah, and very normal. That is the karmic effect. We call it the past affecting the present. So very easy. Now these things are easy to understand because it is in the same time and in the present time. But if something happened so long ago, centuries ago, then of course we do not understand. Every time we are born again, we change into new clothes. Like this body has new clothes, and we forgot what kind of clothes. The fact that we forgot the past is also a blessing for us. Because what is the use to us if we remember that last life we were a tiger? Or we were a wolf, or we were a kind of very terrible president or very terrible king. This will make a very, very heavy pressure on us. Yeah. We cannot even deal with our daily pressure. How much more so if we have to deal with the past karmic burden, the mental burden. So it is a blessing that we don't remember the last life. And that is especially designed from God, from the Lord of Karma, that we do not remember, so that we may live a bearable life.